Osho said the greatest fear in the world is the opinion of others. And the moment you're unafraid of the crowd, you are no longer a sheep. You become a lion. A great roar arises in your heart, the roar of freedom. Sheep have no freedom. The sheep live with fear and uncertainty every day. A sheep never leads, a lion never follows. A lion is in complete control of his or her life. The lion does not accept scraps and does not get told what to do or where to go. The lion goes about his business fearlessly and with extreme competence. You will never lead a lion to the slaughterhouse. They will lead you. The lion is the king of the jungle. And it's not because the lion is the biggest. It's not because the lion is the fastest. It's not because the lion is blessed with any great advantage over other animals. It's the mentality of the lion that makes the lion the king of the jungle. What is the lion mentality? Fearless courage. Bravery is a key trait of the lion. The lion will never surrender. The lion will never lie down and die, not even if surrounded by 10 hyenas. The fight is never over until it's over. Maybe you're not surrounded by hyenas. Maybe you're just buried by bills. Maybe you need to stand up for something you believe in that no one around you agrees with. Do not give up. Do not give in. Be fearless in going after what you really want in your life. Maybe you've been at it for years and nothing has worked yet. Maybe you're tired of hunting your goals and seeing no rewards. You must keep fighting. You have no guarantee of success if you keep going, but you do have possibility. There is a chance. The only guarantee comes with quitting, and that is the guarantee of missing out on the life you really want. Keep fighting for the life you must have, regardless of the hyenas. No surrender. Certainty. The lion is certain. The lion never second guesses. When the lion goes in, it goes in 100%. There's nothing half-hearted about the lion. How great could your life be if you lived with the certainty of a lion? What if you just started believing in yourself and your own abilities? How far could you go with unbreakable self-belief? Who could you become if there was no doubt in you? If you trusted your intuition and just went for everything you want in life with the same ruthless certainty as a lion hunting its prey. You can't rely on other people to achieve the results you want in your life. You are the only one responsible for your results. Take responsibility. Take ownership. Take action. Only you know what's best for you in your life. Only you know which path to take in each moment of your life. You must make those decisions with certainty. Freedom. The lion has freedom because the lion demands freedom. The lion has freedom because he fights for freedom. His very nature says he will die for that freedom. Perhaps there's no more valuable asset on this earth than freedom. Something you can only understand if you've experienced a lack of it. In your own life, you must fight for freedom. Your own and that of others. The freedom to speak your mind. The freedom to be who you want to be. The freedom to live on your terms. Freedom means fairness for all. The freedom to be who you must be while allowing others to be who they're going to be. There is no greater value. Fight for your freedom. Protective. The lion is protective of everything of value. The family, the pack, dinner. If you threaten anything of value to the lion, you better be prepared to fight. What do you need to protect? What are you willing to fight for in life? Not physically, mentally, emotionally. What are you willing to sacrifice your time for? What or who keeps you going? What is your purpose? What or who gives your life meaning? That is worth fighting for. Competence. Lions are said to sleep around 20 hours a day. Still, they never go hungry. they get up and they get the job done. They earn their rest. They earn their success. They earn their freedom. There are great rewards for competence. In life, if you provide more value to others than anyone else in a shorter space of time, you will be rewarded, and you will be rewarded well and often. It does not matter how long you work. It matters how good that work is. It doesn't matter how many hours you put in. It only matters how much value you've created. Develop yourself into a competent machine. Work on what matters in your life with laser focus, ruthless determination, and a burning desire to do everything to the very best of your ability. That builds pride and respect for yourself. You might be smarter than me. You could well be stronger than me. You might have more luck than me. But you cannot defeat me. You will not detach me from my purpose. You will not distract me from my goals. You will not dethrone me. And you will never destroy me. I will wake up with intention, alert, ready, focused. Whatever I want, I go after. Whatever I go after, I get. If it matters to me, I will get it. I will have it. I will be it. You cannot defeat me. You cannot detach me from my purpose. You cannot distract me from my goals. You cannot dethrone me. You cannot destroy me.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How's everybody today? What up, what up, what up? We're going to take another second here, waiting on our guests. Yep, we are. No te necesito más. Te crees mucho, lo sé. Oye, que te digo, sé. Pero hay más en Instagram. Si tú no quieres beber, fila hasta 3. No te necesito más. Te crees mucho, lo sé. Oye, que te digo, sé. Pero hay más en Instagram. Te crees de lo que eres, pero en el mundo lo que mujeres me la creía. Hasta ese día que me engañaste. ¿Qué más? Reciclaba amores y estabas tú. Te necesitaba, ya no fueron tantas flores, pero tu actitud con esa espina dolió. Después de todos los paris me llamas, diciéndome borracha que me quiere más. Y ahí odio que tu amiga me cae. Lo que fue prohibido lo aprovecha más. Si tú no quieres beber, filas hasta 3. No te necesito más. Te crees mucho, lo sé. Oye, que te digo, sé. Pero hay más en Instagram. Si tú no quieres beber, filas hasta 3. No te necesito más. Te crees mucho, lo sé. Oye, que te digo, sé. Pero hay más en Instagram. Los mensajes que no pude ver ya, que eran tus amigas, que nada que ver. Pues tan bobo, no. Y rezando a Dios, no me lo hace dos veces. Lo más triste de la realidad, solo mentira, nada verdad. Me quedaba mucho por sentir, no creo que fuera necesidad. Y me quitaste la libertad, no porque no fue mi voluntad, pero se trata de vivir, oh no. Después de todos los paris me llamas, diciéndome borracha que me quiere más. Y ahí odio que tu amiga me cae. Lo que fue prohibido lo aprovecha más. Si tú no quieres filas hasta 3. No te necesito más. Te crees mucho, lo sé. Oye, que te digo, sé. Pero hay más en Instagram.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. I got some shit going on this morning, but I'm gonna try to get through this as well, y'all. I'm gonna try to get through this as well, but I have an emergency, but I'll get to it. I'll get to it. We're gonna get this over with and taken care of. First, let me greet the room. Let me meet and greet time. It's meet and greet time. Okay. Whoa, y'all. It's gonna get hot. It's gonna get a little hot. Okay. You guys saw the title out there. Sandra, everybody knows her as Nisi Mo out on the street. Well, she feels that now it is time to address a few allegations out on the street. Okay. Um, I'm allowing her to have this platform. I am a very neutral person here for one purpose only, and that is Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Along with finding some really good people out here in the YouTube streets, and the other people out here in the YouTube streets is just full of shit. Authors of confusions, competitions, and I get it. Competing, it's a good thing. It's a good thing if you're competing for the right purpose, right? Um, I'd like to say thank you to all who is going to be attending the walk coming up here in a couple of days. We have 3 days to go. I understand that the weather may have taken a little turn. We're going to be just fine. We're going to be just fine. All you have to do is just suit it up, dress warm. It was anticipated. It is the month of March. However, this little snow ain't hurt nobody, and it will show your strength mentality. You just heard the video about the lions mentality. You can have that in you. Should nobody or nothing take that away from you. Not even the weather, y'all. Not even the weather. We've done some strange things in this damn weather. We're coming out based on the strength of what a lot of people knows. I'm starting to hate the word feel, because this ain't about a feeling thing. This about what you knows about everything that you have seen, and gain the knowledge to make the determination of what you know about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. You're the only one that can make up in your mind whether you know in your heart that you should be standing for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly on a not guilty plea out here. It takes a lot of voices to push this not guilty to the alleged, to the sequestered juror. We could be walking past one. We don't know. I can't make you come out. I can't make you not be afraid. I can't do that. But if you stand up for what is right, I know that you will be there. I know that you will be there. I do. I feel it in my heart. I don't think it's going to be the snow. I don't think that it's going to be the riff-raffing back and forth. Don't let that discourage you guys from doing what you know should be the right thing to do based on your knowledge, based on your belief, and based on your health or what you feel. And I hate that word, on what you are coming out for. We're going to touch on that because, like I said, I'm going to open up the phone lines. You guys can call me in and you can ask me. Ask me from the horse's mouth. Out of all of the things that you guys have been hearing out here on these YouTube streets, and you hear this one pat poos or the one wet poos or the one piss poos, ask me. Ask me. I don't pump all of these videos out based on the past or whatever. The truth be told, I don't have the videos that was being shown about the walks from the last protests, rallies, / whatever you want to call it. So I can't be blamed for that. of talking and telling and recording and you only come and this and that. But we're going to talk about that too, though. Good morning, everybody. We're waiting on the guest to show up to give her a platform to address some of these allegations that are starting to come out about her, and is probably, sending people into a different direction to gather up their own opinions about her based off of what other people are posting and saying out there, right? And I'm going to post one up, which I have her permission to do so because she is in the picture. However, it is not my content, okay? But her picture is in this content. So I have her permission to allow her to come on board to address a piece of a content that was posted about her. I'm going to go over to the chat room and say, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me give you guys some early morning. Shout out Priscilla, Chi-Town, Curtis Ray, Loyalty, good morning. Trevor, love, good morning. Good morning. Riri, my love, good morning. Harlem, Priscilla, good morning. Beautiful, beautiful queen, good morning, sweetheart. T-Land, too black, too strong, good morning. Due process, good morning, good morning. Who am I missing here? And I see my girl Harlem. Harlem is so quiet, y'all. I'm gonna have to shake some Harlem ruffles out here. I gotta get my girl. I'm gonna start calling her, getting on her nerves. That's what I'm gonna do. PDQ, good morning. Debbie, good morning, good morning, good morning. If I have missed you and you coming into the room after I have done meet and greet, I'm gonna have to catch you on the back burner. I'm gonna have to catch you on the back burner. Phoenix Rising, good morning. Ruthie in the house, good morning. Good morning, Butterfly. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody has hit that thumbs up button out there. You want this tea? She gonna bring it to you in her voice. These are her words, not mine. As soon as we can get her here, but until then, I'll just keep on talking. We'll start with the good stuff. We'll start with the real good stuff, right? You stick around, you will be having the privilege to call in and speak to ONEPAPOOSE. Ask me, tell me, whatever it is that is on your mind today about me. You tell me about me, because all of these allegations and everything that I have seen and heard out there is definitely not ONEPAPOOSE, you guys. Definitely not. So we're at the end of the road here. We're at the end of the road. 3 days left, right? The big fight that's going on. Pay no attention to it. Get your popcorn and get your goddamn laugh on about this stuff, right? They say that, this is about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. So let's keep that focus on him. Good morning, Daz. Good morning. Keep the focus on Robert Sylvester Kelly, you guys. This is how I am when it comes to life, okay? I'm going to tell you a little bit about me, right? And how I feel when they talk about our men, okay? We got two men going at it. There's a cause out here, and that's to put the awareness out about the injustice for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. We had hundreds of other Black Americans that went north here, come from all around the freaking states, everywhere. Don't have a valid license of Minnesota. They came from everywhere to represent. I had to click everywhere around YouTube to see if I can find similarity about what's going on over here with the Robert Sylvester Kelly's case, right? Can't find anything. It just behooves me on how they got hundreds of people over there, you guys. You had hundreds of people that came out for that Trayvon Martin. You had hundreds of people that stood up for Sandra. What's her name? Sandra starts with a B. Can't think of her name. The one that, hung herself down at the jail down there. I believe she was headed to Texas. She ended up in Texas and was trying to change her career off and got pulled over by the cop. You had hundreds of people that came out for the little boy that was in the playground, and the police officer, you know, shot him because they thought he had a gun, but it was a, you know, it wasn't real. And those hundreds, and not through all of this blackness, the blackness of it, have I can't find one. I can't find where someone in all of these protests around these states where somebody pick and chose out of these crowds that I don't like you, or you're doing this, or you told this on me, and you this type of person, and now I want to fight you. Bland, thank you, Priscilla. That girl has my back, y'all, when I'm stuck. So love Priscilla, y'all. I'll be over here like, you know, because it's so much. My brain is wired. My brain is wired, you guys. So the motivation speeches, you know, I'm going to be putting those back in my ears like I used to do on my way to the gym to work out, which I am going to start back doing, because you know what? It had brought me nothing but peace. I had pure sanity in my life. But after you stepped out here, Pee Wee, I see you, sweetie. Melissa, I see you. You stepped out here into this bullshit, watching what we say is our men. Our men is in trouble. Our men. I'm going to have to tell y'all, from the shit that I have seen, it's kind of one of the reasons why I always have stayed to the back, to not come out to represent or to acknowledge, you know, or to put my little sauce on a puzzle on how things can be fixed, because you can't fix them all. Some of them got to go. Some of them can't stay out here on the street. You know, I made a statement the other day over on my sister, Beautiful Queen, and I did say it. And I said that if it had to come to where someone, when it comes to the men, on ignorant things that they do, and they happen to harm each other out on the street, Pap is going to continue to walk like she ain't seen a goddamn thing. I don't help nor stress about situations like that people don't have control over, that people can't walk away from to live to see another day. You didn't want to. So why in the hell should I care about it? I made that statement, going home like it ain't shit, catch it on the 5 o'clock news and say, oh, well, because it's common sense thing. There should be nothing in the world anymore where we are today, where we come from, that should be able to push you or anybody to a level to say that I don't want you to live anymore, or I hate you, or this and that. All you got to do is just be gone from it, because I know that I choose to live another day, not off of ignorancy. That's an ignorancy that's going on. And I don't care how y'all put it. It's not my fight. I don't give a damn about it. It's between the two guys, and it is what it is. But what I am going to jump in on, you guys, yeah, I'm going to jump in on this because it has to be said. And like I said, I'm going to open up the phone lines. We pushed that protest out in July over here from the ONEPAPOOSE channel. Me and these ladies. The purpose of pushing that protest out is because we sat back and we watched 3 goddamn gentlemen. I'm going to call them gentlemen for right now, right? We watched their work over here. We watched a board. We watched another guy, Trent, who was pumping the goddamn amendments out on these streets. We was watching another guy, DJ Tyson, who was the filmer, who knew how to film it and get the right sources, get the right words out, get the right people out that is talking to these people everywhere out here on the social media. That's what the whole agenda was about. It was never about anybody taking control over anything to say that I have done all of this. We, in July, done all of this. This situation where it is at now, no, we ain't done this type of bullshit here. No, we haven't. That's what was done in July. After July, I don't know what, it just went into shambles. I'm at the point where who gives a rat's ass about who said what, who did what, why they did this, why they did that. Everybody's still alive and still goddamn kicking it out here. Everybody is still alive and still kicking it out here. They said, we said, they said, this. Let me tell you this, because I'm gonna keep mentioning it to you. You coming out for that walk for chaos, March 19th and March 20th. We don't have no secrets. If you have your secrets, go on and do your secret stuff. If it's out on the streets, if it's around this march, this walk for chaos, put your goddamn cameras up and get this awareness out to social media, to the public on the street, and everybody. We don't have nothing to hide. There should have never been anything to hide. Yes, I showed up down there with that last protest. I did, because it said that we were given a protest. There was nothing in that message that said that this was a private goddamn protest. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. And if I knew that, I support Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly based off of these stacks of goddamn gone papers, based off of everything that I have seen on this YouTube streets, all the way down from the Presidential movie to the Lifetime movie, whatever has been played about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. I have questions. I have my thoughts. I've used my own judgment to make my decision why I am coming out to walk for chaos. I can't do that for you guys. I've did my homework. But had I known that march or whatever the fuck it was a private goddamn affair and only supposed to be solicited to people that wanted private things kept privately, Papoose wouldn't have been there. But it said, I'm hosting a protest for Mr. Kelly. And when I hear those things, Papoose make a choice to show up to support Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, not no one man, especially a man that obviously got put up on a pedestal to turn this whole narrative thing about something else. I can't even beyond to guess to tell you guys what it's about right now. I can't. It's beyond me. It's really beyond me, you guys. It is what it is, though. Here's a good thing about this, because I'm going to put some good thing on this. If there is a protest for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly coming up right behind the one in March, wouldn't that be a good goddamn thing to do? Wouldn't it be so? I can't understand how there's not a good vision about it. You got one in March, you got one in April, back to back, showing support for him. That's all that should goddamn matter. That's it. Whether if it's 3 at this March 19th through the 20th walk, whether it's 7 over at the April March, it's for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. I don't do the extra curriculum things, okay? It's not my style. It's not my taste. I am not in my 20s. I am not in my 30s. When I want to go out to get jiggy with it, I sure in the fuck know how to do so. I don't have to bring all of you guys out to say, hey, we're going to go do this. You guys are grown people. I do not run a kindergarten camp. I don't like a bunch of ass kids. I'm not going to lie to you about it. I don't have the patience for a bunch of little ass kids. So I don't run a daycare center. I don't have the patience for it anymore. I don't want to change diapers. I don't want to get a bottle. I want to do none of that shit no more. And I have that right to do so. And I would have expected for everybody to be on the same page right now. I showed up down there for one cause, and that was to support Mr. Robert Sylvester County. That was a goddamn problem. And I can't understand why. I didn't bother anybody. I didn't go down there to figure out whether who liked me or who didn't. I did not come for that, because once I left from down there, which is what I did, I walked, I found my way to my car, and I left. I left. That was it. It felt damn good to be out there supporting the cause of what I know, why I know that I'm down there for. I wasn't down there to cheer on one man because he gave a goddamn protest. You feel me? Wasn't down there for that. So if you can't feel that part of me coming from me, then you guys have to sit with that problem on your mind. Not Papoose. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. These allegations and these turned narratives is such goddamn bullshit. It don't make no damn sense at all. We've gotten away totally from what it's all about. We've gotten away from it, and it don't make no damn sense. We've gotten away from it. Now, the fear is out there, but I just paid you the Lions mentality, motivational speech. So shout out to him because it helps me. I'm coming up on 23 solid goddamn years in my career. Do you know how much I've been through with people saying this and they don't like this and they don't like the way I dress and they don't like because I'm involved in this and I'm do this and I'm gonna do this. I like diversity. I like all of that shit to get involved into, right? Nothing and nobody can say or detour you from your strength, from your mentality. They can't take away your knowledge. They can't take away what you done worked for all of these freaking years. They can't take away from, and I'm glad her name popped up because I'm going to use it. They can't take away from what you choose to stand up for. Can't do that. They can talk about it. They can find your weakest link in your spirit and attack that. But if you ain't strong enough to climb up above that shit, pop your popcorn and keep it the hell moving, you got a problem. You got to work on you. You got to work on your inner soul. You got to work on you. I have it. I'm a lion at heart. I was born a lion. I was born to achieve what I'm always set out to do. I know interference is going to come. I know it. I know distractions are going to come. But it doesn't bother me. I have that mentality. I have that mindset where these ears, they hear some, but not all. They calculate some where some of it equals 0. Some might make it to equaling 2 on there and still don't mean shit to me because I get to make the choices of me, of what I'm going to do. So when I was told that you can't come out there, I wasn't given no phone call or nothing like that. I was not aware that it was a private protest. I wasn't aware of that. Had I known that it was going to be private and it was going to be more private stuff that needs to be hidden that had nothing to do with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, yes, I'd have stayed my black behind at home. I would have. But I went out thinking that this was another one for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. If you sit on a screen and you're going to preach about all of these alleged victims and everybody that's on the board and things like that, I'm like, yeah, well, I support that. I support that too. I support it because this is everything that I have learned based off of social media, based off of the televised programs, based off of all of the documents and things that I have pulled up. So we got to get our guest, y'all. I'm not sure if she's still sleeping, but I'm not going to be on here long, and I'm really hoping that she is planning on coming because I could have stayed in the bed now, you feel me? So, but I got some more things to talk about here. So, and it's going to be about these motions and these indictments. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so the motions and the indictments. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the motions and the indictments, right? And I'll ask you guys a question in the chat room. When it comes to the motions and the indictments, who takes care of those in the courtroom? Who takes care of the motions and the indictments in the courtroom? Please chat. Who does? Who does? Who takes care of that in the courtroom? Hmm? Who does that? Waiting on your answers in the chat. I am. Yeah. Because I'm under the impression out here that if you don't read the motions, if you haven't read the indictments and broke it down to where you can explain it to the people, that you don't understand what's going on, that you would not be able to come out and tell these people on the streets about what's going on in the Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's case. I'm going to say this. You don't need, thank you, Priscilla, a piece of paper. You don't need a piece of paper to tell what's in your heart. You don't need a piece of paper to tell what you already done heard, what you know that these attorneys are fighting for. You all have seen the Lifetime docuseries and the presidencies. You've seen it all. You don't need a piece of paper to tell you what's in your heart, to be able to go out there to speak on what's in your heart. These motions and these indictments are done by paid, let me tell you, paid goddamn attorneys. I'm not an attorney. I'm not going to be the one to come up in there, no, and fight those motions in those indictments, right? The only thing that you guys need to know, and most of you guys already know, is the charges that is up against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Go and look them up. The Mann Act, the racketeering and the bribery, the pornography. Go look it up. Go define it for yourselves. It's going to tell you how to fight when you come out there. It's going to tell you what to say from your heart based off of knowing Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly and what you guys have been listening to and seeing visually out here. You're going to know how to speak. It doesn't matter if I sat here and read you guys 30 god dang on motions. It ain't going to change nothing about what's going on or what's going to be going on in that courtroom. Not a goddamn thing. It doesn't matter if I read you guys an indictment back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It ain't going to change a thing. It ain't going to change one MF thing in that courtroom. He has hired attorneys for that, that's making a lot of money to go in and battle his defense and be defeated. He's going to defeat the prosecutors on it. And I know that That's how I feel. That's what I know, being knowledgeable about this case and looking at all of these discrepancies, looking at all of the contradictions in the stories from the ladies and from the presidency, watching Azarel, watching all of these people who were involved in him. I know that. So when it comes to all of this paperwork, because a motion can be read, because an indictment can be read, I'm going to say this. Doesn't make nobody no better than nobody out here. Because you won't be down there with the suit and tie on. You won't be. It's going to be those people that was hired to fight his defense. And that's it. And that's all. That's it and that's all. Not qualified to do so. Had you been so, you'd have been hired so. But you're not qualified to do so because he didn't hire these people out here. He hired nobody out here. Who he hired is sitting up in them big offices down there, preparing and writing shit up. Yeah, it is. Motions and indictments. All this shit right here. I can sit here and reread this shit every day, and it ain't gonna get me no goddamn where. Nowhere. It ain't gonna change the minds of the judge who sat there and put and definitely no bond, definitely in that she put it in there. Read the motion and tell me how you gonna get that taken up out of that piece of paperwork. Tell me, read that motion and you tell me how it's gonna get taken up out of there. Now we have the fight going on about all of this money. We're gonna welcome Sandra. It's on the platform this morning because this is her story. This is how she feels. This is what she knows, not me. But all of this money about who done took this and who done took that, and David and Keith and so on and down the line, and Bookham and Levi and Junkie Larry, all these people, everybody has taken money from Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, allegedly, right? But guess what, people? That's not what he is in court for. That's not what he's going to be going to trial for. You're losing focus. Give a damn about the money getting taken away right now. That's something that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is going to have to deal with when he get out. And trust me, he knows who's all was around him. He knows that. But I like to see what is it that all of these people out here fighting over all of this money, and we got to find the loophole on who's stealing what and who's stealing what and who. What are you going to do to those people? Talk about it? You're going to continue to talk about it? Put some action into play for all of the peoples that is being alleged a thief out here and stashing money here or got money over here and doing all of these things. Stop talking about it and be about it. Go file your charges on all of these people that you said that is stealing all of this money from Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. I'm sure you'll save time off of him so that he doesn't have to come out and file any charges on him. I can't comprehend that. I can't comprehend all of the fucking talk about the shit. Well, it was so-and-so, and it was so-and-so, and it was so-and-so, and then it was so-and-so, and so-and-so. And I get content because the one guy said, and I'm not going to say his name, and I saw him on someone's platform. To do anything for clout. A lot of this shit is about the number of views, because if they get the money off of here from telling you this shit, they are absolutely going to get a goddamn check somewhere from YouTube or some goddamn web, or this, what do you call that shit behind the scenes? My Patreon. You're going to pay for that to go get information, but you don't see any action being taken place on it. Show me the action on it. I don't want to hear the talk about it. What is it that you're going to do about it or is doing about it before I pay my money to any motherfucker behind the screen on the goddamn Patreon? Because what you can say on the goddamn Patreon, you can actually say on screen and still receive the same goddamn little coins that everybody usually do around here, which is support everybody goddamn content coming off of their platform. Everybody does it. Money. I'm going to tell y'all this. If it was so many people was up at a job every day, they wouldn't even have enough time or breath or energy to be out here talking about, well, where's the money? Where's the money? Where's the money? Where's the money? It's so many people that was involved with this Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly situation around him, had access to his checkbooks, access to his IDs, access to this. Good morning, 2Q, access to that. Ain't no telling. There's no telling on who's who. Be careful, because the people that's telling you the stories on their platforms just might be the same, one of those people too. Everybody does things for an agenda out here, for an agenda, except for me. I don't have one. I'm not going to other people's platforms. I'm not calling in on their freaking shows. I'm not doing Q&As over here, because it doesn't matter what you say out here. You got bias and unbiased. You got haters and you got good people. It doesn't matter. Somebody out there right now is hating on ONEPAPOOSE. Somebody right now. But I can't be worried about that. They worried about this and this and that. Sit over there and get fed. I'm going back to the other channel. So many things, you guys. Those ladies are not out. They're not out to receive more information, only by what they are hearing in that one bubble over there. But we got to let them have that, because I believe that it's a lot of people out here on the YouTube street that really knows the truth about ONEPAPOOSE. Papoose ain't in their shit. Papoose don't care what none of those ladies think over there. I see their responses. I see the strings getting pulled on their back. I see all of that. Go have at it. The way I see it is, they sure are missing out on a whole bunch of other things to help them determine, where the truth and where the lies are coming from. That's the funny part to it about me, you guys. They won't even venture out. And when you're stuck in that bubble, you don't have the mentality of wanting to receive the knowledge. You don't want to have that mentality to go out so that you can make your own opinion, decipher every little bits of things that's going on, so that your heart can become pure to stand up what you know is right. But in order to know what's right, you got to get out there to hear everything. You got to go hear the stories and then start looking up your own evidence on these goddamn bloggers, the content creators, me, myself included. Look it up. Go pull my videos. I challenge all of you guys. Go pull them all. Go pull them all. Pap ain't never came out here to do no messy stuff. None at all. None. It shouldn't have mattered where I said, oh, well, he was over there. If you're over there, you stand up for what was truth. You was over there. Do I lie? No. No, I don't lie. If somebody walks up to me and they ask me right now today, have you seen Loyalty? And I know that I saw Loyalty going to a goddamn store that way, I'm going to say yes. Loyalty went that way to the goddamn store. Now, had Loyalty told me earlier when he passed by me, Papoose, I'm going over here, but don't tell nobody, but I'll be back. He has informed me. So you inform me of something that you do not want to go, that you don't want to be told, because you live in a secret goddamn lifestyle. That's all you have to do. All this over some goddamn multiple relationships and shit. This shit, we got multiple relationship escapade going on, and then we got a money goddamn thing going on. And now we got a big old fight thing going on back and forth. Y'all come out if you choose to, off of the knowledge of what you know about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, March 19th, March 20th. We're still going forward. We walked in the goddamn rain. Did nobody walk by themselves? Me and my moderators, we kicked that rain walk off. Oh, we did. We dragged a goddamn cooler in pouring goddamn rain. And we had about 3 more other people with us. Loyalty stood out there up underneath the shelter thing with us. Run that bullshit. I know what happened down there in July. So if you got questions about it, my phone line will be open at the end of this show for about 15 or 20 minutes. Then I got to go and take care of the emergency that I am having right now. It's okay. Welcome DCMO to the channel. We have what we got going on is some little accusation that has involved, I guess, allegedly your name. Where I'm at with this is that this print came out, and if you don't mind, I do want to post it only if it's okay with you.
Mhm.
With this posting that I'm going to show you guys in the chat room, the problem came about where the article had a Sandra J on it, okay? And I don't know how many of you guys saw that. You guys welcome Nisimo this morning. Give some love in the chat room. Put those hearts up for Nisimo, you guys. And I appreciate that, okay? Even if you don't like her, put a heart up, showing that you do care because she's here to give you her part of the story. That article came up and it had Sandra J on it, okay? She was okay with that. She had no problem with it, had not planned on acknowledging it at all. But now her picture is attached to it, which to me seems like that it was copied and pasted on top of some other things. She brought it to my awareness and she's like, hey, I need to talk about this. So I'm asking for you guys to be respectful in the chat room to Nisimo. And if you do not, my moderators will delete you off of the platform. My phones will be open. You can call. She will only address what it is that she wants to address because this is her life. This is her words, not mine. And but I will not allow you to attack her on the One Papoose show. And that's my final word on that one. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Let me find the thing and get it up for you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm looking kind of rough this morning, trying to get myself prepared to get to the shy, but all is well. God is still good in the midst of it all. Hey, Spitting Fire, how you doing, my sister? I am really in prayer for all of you bloggers, the true bloggers that is actually actually working diligently and hard on behalf of Robert and the injustice of all of the men. Um, I pray for you guys, and I'm here for you. However, I can be here for you. Amber, I feel rough, baby. Hi, Pee Wee Mac.
Okay,
Hey, man.
okay. It should be up. Like I said, I haven't read this. I didn't care to read it at all, to be honest with you. So you can start whenever you want to start and wherever you choose to start.
Okay, let me start here by saying, um, shout out to TBD. Shout out to you, Pap, my sister, my ride or die. We, for those that don't know, me and Pap, we have some diehard conversations, and what we talk about is between she and I. And I have gained a sister, and I thank God for her. I want to get that out the way. So let's not get this thing misunderstood when it comes to my sisterhood with One Papoose and TBD, Spitting Fire, um, Sylvia, and all of the lady bloggers that I communicate with. I thank you guys for listening to me and just taking what I give you and using it if you can, and if you can't, oh well. But it's okay. But this particular person here, I want to say to you,
know when my tea hot.
I have had my, it was ironic that my account was being hacked like 3 times within the last 4 days, 3 to 4 days. So when I saw Sandra J, I said, well, they're not talking about me because that's not me. I don't know who they're talking about. But I guess you couldn't get a response from me. So you goes out on my Facebook page, pull my pictures, and post it to this Bank of America account. So what I did, I contact Bank of America. I took this particular screenshot and I sent it to Bank of America. And I told Bank of America, do whatever you need to do, prosecute however you need to prosecute, even though that's not my last 4 digits of my account, because I know the last 4 digits of that account. But since you took this information and you really went out of your way and posted this on your page, sweetheart, you don't know me and you really don't want to know me. And I promise you, anybody that knows me knows I am not an advocate of sending people to prison. But when you get to this point and you want to take this to this extreme, I'm going to let the laws handle it, and my attorney will be contacting you along with Bank of America. And I know who else is connected to this. And I want to say this here to make this here perfectly clear. When I first come into this fight for Robert, I made it perfectly clear who I did not like and why I did not like them. But because other people felt a certain way, I went along with it. I'm like, okay, it is what it is until, something else shows me different. But my spirit man said different. My spirit man showed me who they really were. So I'm saying this to say to you all, I have all, it was sent to me because a person, a blogger, sent it to someone else. Robert's social security number, Robert's checking account number, savings account number, Robert's ID, so his driver's license, Robert's passport. You sent it to that person for safekeeping. But because you guys are so angry with Don Russell, y'all have gone too damn far. And when you went too far, there are consequences with going too far. And I promise you, I promise you, I have sent hints after hints after hints who I am. But you didn't take the hints. You just went along with whatever somebody told you. And you took my information, my picture, and posted it on your page with this Bank of America account. And it was so coincidental that my account was being hacked 4 times. And that particular account, you don't want to hack that account. I don't know who you think you're working for, but I promise you one thing. Whatever them people told you as far as the federal government, that whatever they told you to go out here and do to Robert's fans, supporters, y'all better know what y'all are doing, because I promise you, when they get through using you, these charges that's still standing, they coming for you. They gonna still get you because those charges still standing. They're just using you for what they need to use you for. So don't think you're getting away and you've gotten by, because that's just not gonna happen. Because if it takes everything in my body to make sure prosecution is brought to these people, I'm going to do that. Because it shows me now, you all are not supporting Robert. You're not for Robert. You don't even have Robert's best interest at heart. Because if you had Robert's best interest at heart, this bull crap that's going on out here, the he say, she say, you wouldn't even be a part of it. You wouldn't even want to attach yourself to. You would want to do whatever it takes to try to discredit anyone that is speaking ill against this man. And nobody out here can ever say Sandra has ever spoke ill of Robert Sylvester Kelly. Because you don't know, you want to know how I know him. That's what you want to know. But it's for me to know and for you to find out. So all of this extra stuff that y'all are doing, keep doing it. Keep right on doing it. Baby, there is a special place in hell for people like you. And for you to have children, honey, you better make sure your family got got somebody ready to take care of your kids. Because I promise you, I'm not going to stop. Because this is just too damn far. You don't even know me. You don't even know of me to post my picture on your page and attach it to a Bank of America account. And you don't want me to call the person that you sent that information to, the other person that gave you this information. You don't want me to put them on here because, yes, they got everything that you sent them. I've been quiet. I've been patient. I've even tried to overlook a lot of things, even tried to extend another hand in any way possible to just make this thing better than what I've been seeing out here. But no, it's not good enough. You come for Block Bender. You come for Spitting Fire. You come for ONEPAPOOSE. You come for JoJo. You come for everybody but the person you need to be going for. Y'all better know what y'all out here doing. You better know what you're doing out here. Because the fight that I have, it didn't just start with Robert. My fight started long before Robert. I saw it coming to Robert. My fight was with Michael Jackson. My fight was with every black man that has been wrongfully accused for bull crap. But my fight is for real. I don't drive 18 hours for nothing by myself. But you rest for sure I ain't driving by myself. But I want to tell you guys right now, Oh, yeah, I am the wrong one. I am the wrong one. And I'm not going to stop until justice is served. Because you would not do this to nobody else. Because it's wrong on every level. Don't call me. I'm not answering no calls. Call my attorney. That's it, and that's all. I do have an attorney. And no, I am nobody's landlord, because if they pay 6 figures, then I might be the landlord. But if it ain't 6 figures, damn it, don't attach me to that bullshit. And I ain't putting my name in nobody's, not even my own children. My kids know you got to get your ass up and go to work and make it happen. And put it in your own name. Credit is important. Yeah. Everything my kids have. I was a single parent, but I thank God I'm no longer a single parent. But everything my children have, they got it while I was a single parent, and they got it in their own name. Because that's just the kind of parent I am, because that's the parents that I had, teaching me how to do what I need to do as an adult, even as a young adult. But you guys, y'all need some love. Y'all need a mama. You need a daddy. You need a grandma. You need somebody to teach you how to love. Because y'all looking for love in the wrong damn place. And YouTube ain't it. I am sick of you. I mean, y'all sicken me. Thankful. Y'all make me sick to my stomach. And I was support. I mean, I don't even know you, but I was supporting you because I felt like you was trying to do what's right. But I see right now, there is no right in you. Anybody go to that extreme. Then you're attaching damn ONEPAPOOSE and Texas Black Diamond. Who put ONEPAPOOSE and Texas Black Diamond on a damn motion? That ain't their damn name. Y'all need to stop acting like my 1-year-old is much more mature than that. Then the sad part, you ain't got a pot to piss in and a fucking window to throw it out of. Come out here and show me some shit your ass done paid for. It's yours. You work for it. It's yours. You can't do it. You slow ass bastards. But I promise you, you're going to get smart when you get your ass up in that goddamn jail. But leave me and mine of, y'all better leave me alone. I don't bother you. You better leave me the hell alone. And leave these people alone out here. I fight for these people too. I'm fighting for them because they ain't showed me shit that they're doing that's wrong. Him too. Them girls gone, went in hiding. Why? Because bullshit. Their name being strolled from one end to the other end. They out here trying to do what's right. Now, y'all got me messed up on every level. But I promise you, they ain't stopped working. and they're going to continue to work. And I want to give I want to give you your love right now. Give you your flowers right. Thank you for allowing me to use your platform. Sis, I love you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Block, thank you for just being that listening ear where me and you can talk and shoot it up and kick it. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Spitting Fire. Thank you, guys. And I pray Phases find her way back out here and do what is right. Y'all get on this battlefield. We got some work to do because there's some crazy ass people out here.
You know, Sandra, I'm gonna tell you what's confusing, and I get it because you kind of explained it a little bit to me. You were down there with one of with the guy that's doing most of the talking. So why is it that he would feel so boldly to help with the allegations, the misprints and everything against you when you were right there by his side? Had he felt differently back then why didn't he say anything? Why does he feel so differently now about you? Because he's helping. There's absolutely,
I know
helping.
Trust me, I know. And let me tell you what I did from the bottom of my heart.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do it because trust me, who am I gonna give clout to? Because I didn't see anybody down there worth me trying to give clout to, mm-hmm. or trying to prove a point to. Mm-hmm. No, I did it because that's the love that I have. I look beyond people's fault to see their need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I've been telling you, I tell you and Ro both, let's let it go. But you know what? At some point, I understand you can't let it go.
Yeah.
Because people just keep on doing the most. And it makes no sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's just
lying to hear himself lie, and then not only just lying, you go as far as pulling, baby, attaching my picture.
Before that article or whatever it is posted and your picture get attached, and allegedly, well, it's not allegedly, it has the prima donna doing the investigation on it and posting it up from her content. Okay, so I do not own the rights to that, but like I said, being you are a third party and having your permission because your picture was on there, that is why it was showed. But did she reach out to you? Did she even try to talk to you? So
no, and I'm gonna tell you where it all started. Where it all started was when Trent was doing a live, and when he bamboozled everybody, and I really thought that Trent was getting ready to do. He was talking about Rob, and until he threw that monkey wrench in there. And he had talked about Rob needing new counsel. So I asked the question, how much does it cost for my brother to get new counsel? Mm-hmm. And I got a call right away saying, Sandra, go in there and take your information out of there. Mm-hmm. And I deleted everything that I had in that I commented on. And when I deleted that, oh baby, they have been coming for me ever since. Mm-hmm. That I stole money. Let me tell you, baby.
I mean, but stole, here's the thing. Stole money from where? If we have, according to prima donna's content, and everybody's been watching her content, and it's kind of all over the place. 1 minute, to me, and in my opinion, it's kind of posted where it'll cause some confusion because things kind of quite don't follow everything in order. But so you get to see all of these people, right? She posts lots of people with the allegations of this person is doing this person is doing that. But we're going to stick to the money thing. Where's all these people still, like, in what areas? Like, all of these people are going to one bank? Is all of these people like then took a duffel bag of money out of Mr.
Now,
Kelly's
Robert did
house?
if y'all go back,
It's
I'm gonna tell
like,
y'all, go back to DJ's live
mhm,
when he did the live on Facebook in his car,
mhm.
and somebody said that they did what they did when, because it was asked, the question was asked, did you did you have anything to do with his house being broken into and his stuff being taken? And the response was, oh, we did that to just scare him up. We did that and the one in Chicago at the studio. So, okay, you did that, but how did you Rob's social security number, social security card, uh, his driver's license, his passport, his bank account, which is Bank of America.
I mean, I saw Dana J post that. And I'm sure a lot of people seen it when he did that one commentary. And that was one of my questions. How did he get it?
And my question still remains.
How
Who,
does it
and
happen?
then you saying that all of these people that was around him was taken from him. Baby, you might want to go and do some real research, because I promise you, the person that if I call her right now, oh, she gonna give you the 411, the real 411.
I mean, that's just crazy. It's
when you thought I was in these private meetings and just being private and not paying attention. Oh, Sandra was paying very close attention. Very close attention. But I never said anything.
Yeah.
Never.
And with that being said, like I say, out of all of the content that she puts out, and I have to stay there, I started questioning myself, is he's not putting anything. Everybody else, all the way down from David to Keith to Don Russell to this, and I was like,
but even if you go back, it was she was discrediting him too. You can't discredit him too. Because a lot of your commentary that you had from the beginning, it come from him too.
So everything has just been made a complete mess out of. I was just wondering if, before she had took upon herself, and there's your picture on this Bank of America.
And as I told you, when I was told about the Sandra J, I said, oh, that ain't me. She's talking about me.
Right. You look right past that. But to post your picture on top of something that can stir up a big allegation out here, it just seemed fair that you would have gotten contact and gave your opinion on, or your thoughts or your facts on what it was all about, and you never have. So I can understand your anger with that.
And I'm gonna just be honest with you, not just my anger. I'm not the only one angry, and I'm not the only one filing charges. I am not the only one. Because you've gone to, I mean, yes, you can do whatever you want to do, but you posting these people's pictures out here. And you have gone to the extreme of posting these people pictures out here. You may want to back your ass up from them clowns over there, because them clowns gonna get your ass caught up with them. With that 1.6. Because I promise you that dealing with me, it's gonna be much more than 1.6.
Okay,
All
we're
I
gonna
want
open
is
up.
Robert to get out
Mhm.
and deal with his situation and his stuff on his own. And he has not told nobody to speak on his behalf. He has not told nobody
That's a,
that they are the voice for him. He's not told nobody that he got one person out here doing this, that, and the other. No, he has not.
yeah. I won't believe that. I just can't. You know, he did say early on, I don't need anything. I didn't, no. And
Because he
that's
don't
what
act. That's girl. That's a man. A
he
man. A
I
real man.
he's yeah, he hired representation. His representation is his voice. I don't pay attention to what none of these people say, whether if I talked to him or I emailed him and I did this. I just have always been the one to overlook that, but ever since these defense funds has come out and everything with the money, it's the money that's triggering so much anger out here, as if like somebody isn't getting a piece of it and somebody's getting. And then my question is like, where could it possibly come from? If it's from a bank, and I believe I saw someone post in the chat, that shit would be been investigated on. Stealing
And let
from
me
a
tell y'all,
bank.
I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm serious as a heart attack. I'm serious as can be, as
Mhm,
God is my witness. Y'all better start monitoring y'all's accounts,
mhm,
and all of y'all if y'all notice, all of a sudden you starting to hear about defense fund and this fund. Y'all better keep y'all stimulus checks. And they just said on the news today that that Biden is going to Pennsylvania and he's going to be talking to today or tomorrow. He's going to be have people monitoring these stimulus checks, where you're spending this money and how you're spending this money.
mhm, mhm.
Y'all got your stimulus checks coming in and your tax refund. Y'all better keep y'all money. Y'all don't know what the future holds.
Exactly. And I want to rebuttal off of that, the stimulus thing. When we did the July, I didn't call for much to be done because I am anal when it comes to money. I know about when it rains, it can freaking pour out here. I know what it takes to run a house. I know what it takes to pay your car notes and everything. You have to feed yourself. So when it now comes for the Walk for Chaos, March 19th and the 20th, I don't want you guys to come and say, well, we got to do this and we got to do this. I didn't do the extra curriculum things because you need your money. You need your money. Your money should account for you, what you worked for and everything. You pay for your hotel rooms. You come and dine out where you make a choice to spend your money at. I don't do raffles. I don't do none of that type of stuff. I'm going to tell you something about the raffle thing, because if you ain't heard, you gon' hear. You're going to hear about raffles. You 200 people, go ahead, buy a raffle. Ain't too many of y'all winning, but you will lose your money.
Hmm.
Ain't too many winning. It's a gamble. It's no different from the slot machines. It's
Mm-hmm.
you gamble with your money. You take a chance on it. You won't see it back. Yeah, you're going to eat. I get that. But can you imagine just going to go and have a nice dinner where you choose to eat at? Where you choose to eat at? Me, I'm not stuck sold on one thing. I might have something, a different taste of something. So I'm going to go spend my money on something else. I put my money on what I know that will truly work for me. It makes me happy. This is what I work for. You guys do what you want to do, but you guys have to be mindful of your dollar. Because when it rains, it does pour out here. And some things you have to say no. You have to say no. I don't want you guys to come down and say, well, we not finna do. You want to go on a tour? Get in your car. Put your hard money in your tank for 20, but that's your money. So you can appreciate having your private, your tour. You can go stop over here. You can stop over there. Enjoy your dollar amount of what you work for. Don't put it into me. Don't put it into me. Go do your things as an adult. Everything is a gamble if you don't
It's
see
hard
some
to
type
do a
of,
lot of
of a
stuff
return.
when we get through walking. We got a lot of work to do. Do they not know we coming to work? We're
Mhm.
coming to work. And when we
Mhm.
get through working, if you got the energy to still play, then have at it. But we
So,
coming to work. We got work to do.
yeah. So, yeah. But, you know, I brought you out, give you a platform to address some of the things. I'm going to open up the phone line. You can answer whatever that you choose to. If you don't, you can pass on it. It's up to you. Go ahead and drop my number in the chat and let's get on with this. You guys, there is a Walk for Chaos coming up. You can come out if you choose to do so, but come out on your belief of what you believe for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Come out on what you know to share with the public based on your facts, based on what your knowledge, what you have become knowledgeable about. You don't have to know all of everything. It's going to come from your heart. You're going to know how to speak to people. You're going to know that. You will. You will. And all of us have different beliefs. We all do. There's one, I guess, in April. If you choose to do that one, so be it. So be it. But don't forget, you got to have an invite for that one. Don't just show up. You got to get an invite. So I don't want y'all to get in trouble like I had to take the heat for showing up for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Make sure you get an invite to that one. Okay? Let me get these phones because I got to get to what's going on over here. I do. I appreciate all of you guys coming out and hearing her truth. But when some things do go to shake a, poke the bear on some things, some things has to be addressed. And she chose this day to do so. I thought it was a little weird. So I had to ask her, were you contacted about this before someone made this assumption? And if not, that's poor content. It wasn't cool, but it's cool from all the other people. And then I believe that she said that I think that Nisi Mo is getting hit with a lot of allegations and everything because of her choice to where she is sitting at, and that's over on the ONEPAPOOSE show. And if people had came out to attack a person because of where they choose to sit at and indulge themselves in content and laughter or love or share stories, then that person has the lethal problem up here. That person has a lethal problem because nobody should be judged by where they go, where they want to sit at. Nobody should do so. But the way it looks like is that she's getting hit with allegations because of where she's sitting. And that's unfair, especially if you have not called to speak to her to get her side of the story on what your allegations are about. And the other thing when it comes to the, and I'm gonna say it, Nisimo, with Dana J, she was down there. She walked beside them. They in the court. She actually gave him a ride. What made her become this terrible person to Dana J to help push these allegations? And it's wrong. It's some evil, evil people out here, you guys. Evil ass people. But put your money where your money should go. Don't put your money into PAP. Don't do that. You're grown. Go eat where you want to eat at and go do all of this. Pap even got her dancing shoes. Pap is ready for Saturday or Friday. If I choose to step out and go have some fun, I'm going to do that. And it won't be with no gay bull daggers in the men's that sat on her show. But you see how things get said, so that is the way that they choose to attack a person. I found it funny, though. It's funny as hell, though, y'all. I'm like, really? Like, cut it. Like, just cut it. When does a person realize that the reason why the support isn't there is because of your actions? Do you really think like by now that you can go and put on a suit and tie after all of this, after the image that was put out here, that you can now go put on a suit and tie and go stand in the courtroom and fight that man's case for him. Oh, not qualified. You're not qualified. You already fucked your
No,
image
I
up.
am not in emotion. I'm not
Yeah.
in emotion. But that, that's part of where people are trying to get um Rob
Yeah.
supporters. They're trying to get his supporters in emotion. But let me say this here, for those that
Get the supporters in emotion for what? What would be the charge?
exactly.
How would they fight this in court? Oh, what would be the charge of getting supporters in emotion? On what grounds? What pretense? What would be the charge? What? After they do all of that and come out here and waste taxpayers' money to
That
continue to
part.
drag on a freaking case that is shitless, that means nothing. Is that what they want to do? They just want to buy up people time?
That's it.
Just buy up the time, huh?
And my thing is,
Oh,
as I stated, and I'm going to continue to say, because I have read this case, I have studied this case, and I keep telling you guys, there is only one victim, and that's Robert.
mm,
That's the only victim.
that's all I see. That is all I see out here. Every
Only victim.
see nothing else. I don't see nothing else.
And
What's
Robert
in
supporters are not harassing and doing anything to
mm,
anyone. Nothing. We are being harassed.
mm, crazy. And everybody that's doing the talking and trying to add people in is the people that they got that you think that they're not gonna look into them too. Well, if you can do so much talking and you have all these allegations about people, well, what the hell are you up to? You think we ain't finna peep in and see what the hell you been up to over here? Distractions. Yeah, distractions.
DJ
The
say,
phone line is open, you guys. Your phone is open. Go ahead, give me a call. We can talk about it for about 10 more minutes or so. And then we got to get on up out of here. It's because I got to take care of something. So if you're trying to call in, the phone line is open. The number has been dropped in the room. It's all about the money. If it's all about the money, like where is all of this money coming
can
from?
someone please put Robert's information in the system,
Yeah.
and any money that you need to send to Robert for whatever, send it directly to him, and he can get it and disperse it wherever he needed to go
Mm.
and send it
I've,
Western
I've
Union.
said that before too. I'm done speaking about defense fund and all of that stuff because I really don't care. But I just can't understand it. Like, let's just say that there isn't a defense fund. Let's just say that it wasn't brought up. He still has defense. They haven't walked out on him yet. I haven't read in any clippings or anything that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly attorneys have quit, all of them, due to not getting paid. Really? It's all it takes is common sense out here, people. But you send your money wherever you choose to send it to. It's your money. It's your money. But when I see noses flare up and hair standing up and all over, you listen. It's a problem. It's a problem.
Can
Somebody,
please drop his information in the
yeah,
chat
yeah,
so that everybody can have it for the MCC and his spin number.
absolutely, Amber. You do not need. You absolutely right. You don't. You don't need all of that being done. You really don't. And the crazy part about this defense fund is that it's only being shared around here on the YouTube stream.
Mhm.
You can't find that stuff nowhere on the Twitter or nowhere on the Instagram, nowhere. It's only attacking this sector right here. Isn't that weird? I
That's
don't hear it on the news. I don't see it in the newspapers. I don't see people out doing some flyers out. If you really want to support them, and if there's go put the flyers and stuff out. Go solicit it, go put it in people mailboxes and think, why is it only right here amongst the same goddamn sector of people on channels. It ain't changed out here. If you click on that channel, it's the same people. If you click on the other channel, it's the same people. It's just the same, it's the same 200-300 people right here in this sector that's getting solicited by a defense fund. Go take the defense fund outside of YouTube now and make money off of that. Go make some goddamn cupcakes and sell that shit. Go set up a garage sale and sell your shit and make money off of it. There's plenty ways of making money. Go do that shit. But it's, where is this money? Where is this money?
Send the
Seriously?
money to Robert. He can see.
The information is up. Thank you, Priscilla.
Thank you, Priscilla.
Thank you, Priscilla. It's crazy. You know how
And-
many ways it is to raise money out here?
just stated, Satan has his workers out here, and the workers, as we already know, come to steal, kill, and destroy. But I know who I am. I know that I am a child of God. I'm not, there is no wavering in my faith. There is no wavering in my life when it comes to my relationship with Jesus Christ. He is my Savior. He is the author and the finisher of my faith. My faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by God's word. God's word is a lamp to my feet and a light into my pathway. But do not get this thing misunderstood, because I am a child of God. He leads me and he directs me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. But I promise you, he will not allow me to be taken advantage of either. And woe unto those that have put their mouth on me in a very harmful way. You're not going to live long.
Juicy says that at the beginning, I think I read hers. It was one that I wanted to see. This case is about the people who were around Robert and their extortion against him. All of those who wrote statements on him will be going to jail.
Okay. And that's it. And that's all.
Yeah. So I guess,
but I'm gonna say this here, and I'm gonna get off, Pat. But I'm gonna tell y'all where you messed up. I'm gonna tell you guys where you messed up when you indicted Don Russell. You may have wanted to keep him out.
Yeah. I just, I laugh at that, boy, because when you constantly hear a person being added out of everything, because and if you follow Don Russell's timeline and stuff like that, I'm like, well, dude, well, he was there and then Mr. Kelly was being extorted and a whole bunch of things back then as well. But he allowed Don Russell to come back around him. Wasn't he in the gym around him? So what, he just gonna be in the gym around him and Mr. Kelly not gonna realize that, wait a minute, man, you've been stealing from me too, like get away from me. But according to Anna J,
Houston with him.
Yeah. He says that Mr. Kelly kicked them all out the gym and and I was like, oh, okay.
Well, he was here. Right. He was here in Houston. He was in Florida. He was in Mississippi.
Yeah. So we have Secret Sister is in the chat, you guys. So there's been a lot of mockery.
Praise the Lord for our sister. Thank you, Jesus, for Secret Sister.
Let me tell y'all this about Secret Sister, okay? And this is how I feel, because it's another distraction. You know what I'm saying? Secret Sister could have done died and came back 20, 30, 40, 50 times. It wouldn't have done no damper to me, and it should not be doing no damper to you. Whether she done went down below, it came back up, she's back. And if she can come back, then that should tell y'all some goddamn that Jesus is real.
Yes,
somewhere Jesus is real. And I don't know if y'all want to deny that or not, but I have my own, opinion about about the situation. I don't know where a freaking a fake obituary came from or none of those things, but I believe, in my opinion, that it might have happened so that she can get away from what was being demonic to her. She found a way out of it. So it is what it is. Oh, we got a call. Hello, welcome to ONEPAPOOSE Show. Who do we have on the line? Or you don't have to say.
Well, on the part about Don Russell.
Yeah.
You guys are laughing at the fact that Don saying that, oh, we got problems now that Don Russell is locked up. So now that Don Russell is locked up, he's going to steal the beans on tails, and y'all think that's funny? Don Russell got himself indicted when he chose to come to people's platforms running his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
No one got Don Russell indicted for himself. And if y'all think it's funny that Don Russell is now going to try to steal some lies or beans on tails, it's pathetic that y'all are doing a walk for him. Because I don't find it funny fucking all. He's supposed to be a friend of tails. Why would y'all be laughing about him about to steal the beans on tails? Make that make sense.
Okay, let me try to understand what you're saying. Are you saying that we are making mockery of it? About
last just now when y'all said that about Don Russell. And I don't find it funny if he's supposed to be a friend about Kelly.
Do you understand what she's saying, Miss?
I don't understand what she
said. Do you understand just when you said that about Don Russell? Do you understand what you just did when you said that about Don Russell?
What did I say about Don Russell?
But you need to do a walk for Don Russell. Do a walk for Don Russell. But that's more fitting for you and your crew. Okay?
You saying that we
walk for the of all
are you saying that we should be doing a walk for Don Russell as well?
You should just do a walk for Don Russell. You shouldn't even do a walk for him because you're not for him.
How do you know who I'm from though? How would you know that when you're I can laugh at whatever I choose to laugh at, but you don't have the right to tell me what you know about me when you're not me. But you're not me.
If you're supposed to be for R. Kelly. My last his friend is about to try to expose some lies on him or expose him in some kind of field way.
I see what you're saying. You're saying why laugh. I laugh because I laugh. Let me explain to you why I laugh. I laugh because I'm laughing at the bull crap that they're doing.
Get your ass off this internet and go have to go business.
Hang that phone up. No, we gonna let her get her anger out because once she's done, she shouldn't be angry anymore because she wants to tell.
Stay out of R. Kelly.
Well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna find you some business? She hung up like I thought. They'll hang up. You can't challenge up against me. You want to tell me what to do? She didn't say who she was, but I bet she feels good this morning coming up against Pap. Get you some business. You made absolutely no sense. At all. You all over with your conversation. I can laugh at whatever the hell I choose to laugh at. Let me address you on that, Miss Caller. I laugh because I laugh at the bull crap that they are saying. You want to sit here and tell me what I am not here for.
You don't.
What they do that type of shit at? What they do that at? Who left you in charge of my brain, my thoughts, my body? Who? Because last I checked, ONEPAPOOSE on this right here. I control this right here. So everything that you said literally comes from a person that then took a ride on the fucking slow bus. You, as the wheel goes around, woman, you is as slow as they freaking come. Go find you something to do. You are not for R. Kelly. Bitch, you ain't for your goddamn life. You fucked up to call in to tell me what I am for. What? You think reading an indictment or reading motions make a person for R. Kelly? Then you, my bitch, get the fuck on the slow bus. That's what the fuck you do. You get on the slow bus. You all over the place with your damn story. You ain't fun, and you laughing at the Don Russell, and you doing this. Girl, go have you some bacon, egg, toast, tomato, cheese, and a fucking cup of hot tea, and have a good goddamn day like me. Bam! The fuck out of here with that shit. She all over the place. Did you even understand anything that came out of her mouth? You know why? Let me tell you why you did, because it's a psychological thing. Let me tell you why nobody understood. Did y'all understand anything coming from that lady? This is why you can't understand. It's a psychological thing. I major in psychology. Keep telling these people. She's angry. So I got to dig way deep up in my ass and find some idiotic shit to say to see if I can get under her skin and not even make sense about it, because that's what I do. I just got off the goddamn slow bus. The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. I ain't understood shit she said.
Sharon Monet said Don Russell's indictment clearly say that a recording from a platform solidified his indictment. Okay, but according to some other people, they said that they pushed the issue to make sure that Don Russell was indicted. But anyway, whether
yes, Amber, absolutely, she just wanted to wake up and rant. Like, girl, I to be honest with you, I ain't understood nothing she's saying. She and Don Russell did an indictment, and you got to sit over there laughing, and you not for R. Kelly. You got three goddamn things going on in one sentence. Pick a struggle. Hashtag pick a struggle. She had a struggle this morning. You got three things going on in one damn sentence. Conjunction. What's your function? The fuck out of here.
That part. Well,
that
nobody can tell me who I am for. I know who I'm for.
You can't tell me nothing about why I am here. You can't
and I'm
tell
going
me
to continue to fight for the injustice. The injustice.
She was all over Stephanie. Talk about three things. With Don Russell indictment. And you laughing. That's number two. And you not for R. Kelly. Pick your struggle. You got to pick a struggle. If you pick your struggle, you're able to deal with them. If you got a whole bunch of struggles, you can't deal with them all. You're ranting. You're all over the place. You're bitter. You're angry. Probably about some you can't pay your goddamn rent and waiting on that stimulus check. I don't know what you're mad about, but you're mad. You big mad.
What platform are you talking about? You said that was the platform.
Secret Sister, the number is in the chat. Oh, she's telling me to pin it. Okay. All right. The first call ended up being somebody that is just really, really bad. I'll leave it open. I'm ready for this morning. I am so ready for it.
Amen, Sharon. A lot of lives have been deleted. You sure right about that. But I promise you this here, they ain't gone. They not gone.
Crazy ass. You
don't think they're gone, because they're not gone.
But of course, now you'll see that somebody that truly think is just, they don't like Papoose, y'all. They don't like Papoose, y'all. I ain't gonna drop no song behind you because I don't feel like it this morning, girl. You gonna be, you know what? Conjunction. That's the song today, y'all. What's your function? Ain't that, what was it? Billy something.
Girl, these people are, I mean, they do the most.
I don't know. At the end of the day, I can't get Mr. Russell out. I can't get Mr. Kelly out. So you're going to be all right. We have another caller on the phone. Who do we have the pleasure to speaking with? And you are speaking with ONEPAPOOSE.
Can't hear.
I'm trying to get it to hear. Okay, speak up.
How are you?
I'm good. You guys can hear?
I was just trying to clarify why Don Russell got the indictment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the platform said that he pushed it because he did. He spent the whole Saturday morning playing 3 to 4 hour live about a recording about all of the steps that were taken with that bomb threat and the Faith Rogers thing.
Let's talk about the bomb threat before you move on so that we can be on the same page. Don Russell called in with the bomb threat, right? And he clearly said that, oh my God, there's a bomb threat going in. So you had half of your YouTubers out here who came up with the conclusion that, oh my God, he's trying to keep Mr. Kelly in jail. Then you have the other half, which was me, that came up with, oh my God, he's really trying to stop all of this stuff from happening so that it can keep his brother safe. We don't need this shit out here. To me,
well,
he tried to stop a film.
I think with him, it wasn't something that was done in a malicious way. I think it was something that was just done. You don't he didn't think he wasn't bright about it.
Exactly. I can agree with you on that. I can.
And also a lot of them were told to shut up. I think he wanted to continue. So sometimes you put yourself in a predicament. Many people, Don Russell, many people have told him, I think to him too, the young ladies told Don Russell not to say nothing, you're going to jail because of what you're admitting to on these platforms. He continued to talk. So as he continued to talk, they started to build more and more on it. The more people he talked to who recorded him, passed that over to federal government.
Okay.
So they held that. So, but what I'm saying is that indictment, that was done when they indicted him. They just sealed the indictment. Because the person, I still have the recording of that live. Because that person said that he was going to fix him. Yeah, that person said he was going to fix him.
Yes.
But it was a weekend. I remember it like yesterday. It was a weekend. It was a 3 to 4 hour live.
Yes.
And it was nothing but a recording of a conversation between him and the young lady. And then they had a recording of him. Okay. And they verified all the steps he took, what he did, and everything. And that's what basically the FBI and Southern District had sealed, because that Monday he said he was going down there. He was handing it over. So a lot of people watch the lives, but they miss a lot of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Because that was
the sad part is, my sister, is that there was a lot of lying going on in there too.
But it was his voice. That's what I'm saying. He played it on a live.
It's his voice, but just like they're going to take this here conversation here. They cut and paste stuff.
No. I have it. It's played right through. So what it did was it gave that person a platform to play it, basically handing over evidence.
So why would you do that? And why would you do that if you're actually saying?
I don't know, because all I remember is I was so happy that I snatched it because it was gone. So it played about 3 or 4 hours. I think it was something about Pop Smoke. I think when Pop Smoke got killed. Yeah, that weekend or whatever.
Yeah. It's just strange because, like I said, you got half of the people will look at it like, he did this to try to help. And then you got the other half that says, oh, hell no. He's against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Then after that, all type of allegations came.
And also, people have to take into account that was a civil case. So Don Russell more than likely will get off on
in the
Eastern District because it was a civil case. It wasn't criminal. So you're saying he's witness intimidating. You have to prove there was no active indictment.
That part, Texas.
It was a civil case. There was no active criminal indictment. It was an investigation, but how would he know? That young lady is the basis for it.
Thank
the criminal case.
Okay.
And her civil case is waiting on a criminal case to prove her civil case. So all of these cases is working hand in hand. Even with the state.
Right.
All of these cases is working hand in hand. Nobody's doing their independent investigation. They relying on the other. They all hedging their bet on this federal case. The federal case don't have much of anything.
They want Don Russell to tell them what they need to know.
So, so you just gotta, people just gotta keep their eyes open.
Yeah,
That's the reason why you get pushed back.
you gotta pay attention, you know, and it's just stop, you know, it's stop taking out the word is and replacing it with are. Stop changing the what with then. Stop putting your own damn there, because that's how you change up the whole damn story of it. But on your way out, what do you think? Do you think Don Russell will turn, or do you think that he's for Mr. Kelly?
Well, he does nothing. Well, if you, I'm not an attorney,
right?
But if you look at the two cases, you got one. It's one count for both. That's nothing. That's nothing. And even if he does take a plea deal, he would be out of his mind not to, because first time offender. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he has any criminal background. Yeah. He'll get off. Yeah. He's gonna get probation. He's not gonna get no jail time. You know, it's not gonna be something so dramatic. Because, like I said, the criminal case for the Eastern District hedges from a civil case that was way before a criminal case. Yes.
So, yes, and now he's being as well as accused of stealing money. He has been to court, right? Don't you
think he's writing his motions? Have you noticed that? He's writing his own motions.
Absolutely, girl.
Very smart, very smart, very smart.
I told you, I have always been like,
my brother.
I went into shock to find out that, you know, he's in the IRS publications that deep to know how to write a motion up to receive back some money. Are you serious? How many people do you think would have thought of some shit like that? Girl, I can't wait till I got a post bond somewhere. I'm sure, Rob, you that same damn material. I want my damn money back. But they're saying that he is part of, you know, allegedly stealing money as well. He's been through this court system. He's in an indictment. Don't you think that these people have been traced down, looked into his financial things based on, I guess, the businesses that he do? Don't you think that they would have already probably said, well, you know what?
Because he would have more than one charge.
And they can, right, which what I'm saying is that they could have amended his indictment. They could have amended it, but they haven't done that yet. So I'm afraid to say that I don't think that they looking, or he's not out here stealing anything, because they're on his bumper too. They're on his ass.
How did Robert get into the Trump Towers?
I didn't hear you.
She said,
how did Robert get into the Trump Towers?
How did he get into the Trump Towers? You're talking about Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Oh, how did he get in there? I have no idea.
Nope.
I have no idea.
Okay, but Robert was broke, remember? Robert was broke.
She's like far away.
I said Robert was broke. He didn't have any money.
Well, somebody, I'm pretty sure, you know.
Don Russell.
As they usually do. Somebody probably co-signed or allowed to stay in a unit.
But Don Russell is taking money, but Don Russell making sure he's living like the king he is.
Yeah, but you know how that goes. I mean, everybody likes to pass the blame, but like I said, for his indictment, I remember distinctively, and like I said, I still have the recording of that particular live. It was a long one.
Yeah. I remember. I remember
exactly. It was a very long one. And then I think he was waiting on, you know, the indictments are coming down and da-da-da-da-da. And I knew it was sealed, but I never said nothing because you could listen. That thing, I think the business day, they sealed it. Yeah.
Well,
he knew that he was going to possibly get indicted for these things because they kept throwing him out, and he was talking about it. Sometimes you have to shut your mouth. You got me?
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to shut your mouth.
I think he just stepped out here on the
line. I think Don did exactly what he needed to do, because he knew that the way he was going, he was trying to get people to pay attention to what was actually happening out here. Nobody was paying attention.
but he went about it all wrong.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Instead of being so, sometimes you got to work with your mouth closed.
Yeah, I call it a panic attack. He saw Mr. Kelly in trouble, and he saw a lot of people for Mr. Kelly. And
I think he knew what he was doing.
But you're dealing with a bunch of people.
Exactly. We had too many different people. Too much. We had too many. So it was. You know what? He rolled the dice. I'm just gonna say that he rolled the dice. So, but
my prayers is for everybody.
Yes.
Because it's not a game.
Yeah.
It's not a game. And let me tell y'all better pay attention.
From what I see, he's handling himself very well. You know, he was able to get bond, which is good. All of them got bond.
Yes.
You know, people will say because they got a plea bargain or whatever.
No, they didn't.
Everybody goes into plea negotiations. I mean that's not out of the ordinary. But he might as well just do that, especially if you know you did it.
Yeah.
And that's what people fail to realize. If you know you did this, why go through a trial, waste money, knowing that you're guilty of this?
Absolutely.
When you're going to get the same outcome anyway.
Right. Absolutely. You
And
got me
like
on 100 with you on that
like
one.
Mr. Kelly told you to do this, you did it on your own.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, the government knows that, and they specifically said that he's not involved in this. From our understanding, from our investigation, he has no knowledge of this. And it's further detailed in the indictment that his mother told him, you know you're wrong. You shouldn't have did this.
Absolutely.
He wouldn't have approved of this if he did that.
But she saw his strength in what he was doing, and she, you know what? Okay, son. You know, she saw strength in it.
You know, it was something that I don't think that, not me personally, I don't think that he did.
Her docket was expired. She's not.
But let me tell y'all, that woman, she loved her some Robert Sylvester Kelly like he's her own son. She loved that man.
Yeah, but you just got into the big leagues. That's all. But he did very well with his motions. I'm not going to even lie about that.
That's hands down on that one, sister. That was a hands down. I ain't gonna lie. I was over here
because he has these public defenders. His thing was pushed back because he got new attorneys. He's got federal defenders. Those are like public defenders for the federal government. So that's anybody in those offices, you know, that could jump on it. He probably was fighting with, probably didn't like that person.
Well, let me ask y'all this.
Somebody else.
Let me ask y'all this here. Do y'all think that this was done because they knew that Don was working on getting Robert what he needed to get out of the situation?
That's my
Well, I think it was done more so to put pressure on, more than anything, on Robert, because from what I could see, we're not bending, so we're sticking to our story because we ain't do nothing. Because I can't see somebody who's done all of these atrocities sit there and suffer. You know what I'm saying? Right now he could say, you know what? I'll plead guilty to everything that you accuse me of. You know, and you know, maybe because we could cut a little deal. Absolutely. But from what they're saying, whatever little plea deals that they're throwing out there, people say, "Oh no, they didn't have no plea." Plea deals aren't formal meetings. These are informal talks with the lawyer and the prosecutor. These are informal talks. So that little number that keeps being thrown out in the sex register as a sex offender or whatever, that's nothing. But I get what if that was thrown at him, I get where he's saying, hell no, I'm going to fight this. I didn't do nothing.
Because a while ago,
take my chances.
I didn't do.
You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have everything that they're saying they have. They're supposed to have 4 tapes. 4 tapes, and we only still have 1. Keep on talking about all of these 100 devices and all this pornography. Well, they didn't say pornography. They just said it's multiple devices and videos that they have to go through, and all that good stuff.
Why didn't they see the same? Okay, when the state went into the storage, They didn't find anything. When Chicago went in and they searched, they didn't find anything.
Well, there's a lot of, I could speak on a lot of different things with the second read of the storage, but I'll keep that off of this. But that'll cause a problem also, because from people talking on these YouTube streams, you're telling what you've done.
There you go.
So,
exactly.
I mean,
because it doesn't matter. And they're gonna twist it anyway. Soon you get off the phone, it's gonna be twisted.
No. It's like I said, and they're aware of it. This is why it's been a slow drag with a lot of things. So, like I said, if you look at the paperwork, people say, "Oh, I read the paperwork." I think people read the paperwork, but they don't comprehend what the paperwork means.
Yes.
You can read it, but if you don't comprehend it, it goes out the window. You can put your own spin on what you think this means or what that means.
Yes.
So if you, and let's be quite honest here, if they found additional pornographic video or anything in that storage, the child would have went on yesterday. It would have been so much evidence. It would have been so much evidence that it's like, please, we're not going to even push this out anymore. Why are you wasting our time? And you're wasting our time and your time. Absolutely. You did this and that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If there was so much overwhelming evidence, the fact that you're still investigating means that you have nothing.
I came across an article, and it's a 2002 article where police officer, and they went in under a legal search due to some housekeeping people that allowed them to come in. They went into his home with him not even being there. He was over at his other home with his ex-wife and his children at the time, but they came in under the allegations of a narcotics search warrant.
Yeah.
And then the police officer goes off to
little things like that. Yeah, little things like that to get your case thrown out.
But then this officer comes across, here's the thing, camera. Says that he saw such and such on a camera. I've been having this question for a long time, because this is a 2002. Now, let's just say now they came back with another warrant to go find whatever they were looking for child pornography. But this police officer said that on his paperwork that he submitted, that it was only 2 women. He didn't say nothing about girls underage. He said only 2 women on the tape. But it was still on a digital camera. So my question is, after they went through this 2002, through his home, search warrant, everything, probably got everything that they needed. Where are the tapes coming from? Who copied and put them?
You know where these tapes are coming from, and is quite evident when the man from, I guess, Pennsylvania came out saying that he found the thing. That's what's going on there. And all they're doing is redoing it. And to be quite honest, I've seen the tape. That's not a child.
Yeah,
that wasn't a child.
And who authored that?
Anybody want to cut it? That was not a child.
Who authored that?
We're gonna leave that right there.
I have an idea who it is, but it's not a child. And a lot of people, now that we keep the social media, and you see other people come out and do videos and Instagram and this and that, you're seeing who is actually on that tape. So, I mean,
I just haven't been sold. After his last trial, I just feel like that you guys have got everything that you said that you were going to get. I just
and the young lady that they keep on referencing, she's never been a skinny girl.
Thank you.
She's never been a skinny girl.
Thank
and
you.
that girl on the tape, she's a chubby girl. She never was a thin girl. She had some meat on her.
Okay.
The face you could tell is a child, but that particular, nah. And they keep on showing the still and all that.
I just
That's not
don't
no
see
kid.
him coming out here doing the same similarity things of what he was accused from the last time,
He did
knowing that these people are going to stay hot on his trail. All I see is a bunch of females that things did not go their way,
and they found a movement that believes everything.
Exactly.
Yeah. about the movement that believes everything. That's what's going on. We having the same problem with this with our governor here.
That's it. Same thing. Same thing.
Listen, it is what it is.
And that's what makes me come out to
the
fight.
thing with him and Bill Cosby, what they did wrong was they did not attack it on the onset of it. When it first came out, I'm not saying nothing because that's the old school way of dealing with negativity. I'm not going to address it. I'm not going to do that. I'm above it. At this point in time, you got to attack this.
You got to attack.
Just sit there and just, let it just fester, grow, because they got momentum. So they got momentum. They got documentaries. They got this, and that. But the thing that put the nail in his coffin was his ex-wife on that documentary, co-signing all that.
I hope she know what she did.
Never have all this.
Yeah.
I hope she know what she did.
Yeah.
And that's that. So all right, I gotta make my baby some lunch.
Yes. Make me some, girl. Make me some. Make me some.
But I just had to call. I was like, oh,
thank you.
Real quick.
We appreciate your call. Very diabolical. Very, I like these calls. No problem. But that last call, honey, makes some sense.
They don't. A lot of people's emotions are involved.
Yes.
I mean,
it's understandable. But you have to sit back and I applaud. I would reach out to that other caller and say, sis, just sit back, take a breath, watch the whole thing. Don't get too vested in this because you'll go crazy.
Absolutely.
You'll go crazy.
I just sit here just to talk about it, but to get questioned about why am I walking? You don't even support him. How would you do that? That didn't even make sense.
Is busy.
He's very
busy. All you have to do is just sit and just read. If you don't understand it, I'm pretty sure people who are attorneys or more legally astute or something like that, or look it up. Everybody use Google. Look it up what certain terms mean in an indictment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, a lot of people are reading it, but they don't comprehend it.
Absolutely.
They don't comprehend it at all.
Yeah.
So, but that's
and I'm going to take that, what you said, and I'm going to continue, because you know what, it's nothing like breaking down words. Look up the definition. It's nothing like that. So I'm going to take what you say and take your wisdom and put it all over me and keep reading my things and to understand it even better and even better. So thank you.
And look at other cases, like
other cases.
With Woody Allen and Mia Farrow. Now that right there, if you haven't seen it, if no one's ever seen that Allen versus Farrow. Now that right there, that's a child pornography case. Well, that's a child molestation case to the next level, where it was swept under the rug. I remember when that was going on here in New York, and they totally blackballed that woman, knowing that she was telling the truth. Fired people from social service, child protective service. Listen, that was a 4-part series that's on HBO. If anybody has HBO, that's what they need to watch and compare it to this case.
Okay, tell them again in the chat room.
It's called Allen versus Farrell. It's on HBO. Or if you got HBO Max or whatever, it's a 4-part series. And I'm surprised they haven't picked him up after that 4th episode from Sunday.
I am going to indulge myself in it. Thank you for that. So let's get some shout outs. Y'all show some love for our caller. Thank you, caller. I absolutely love that you called in. Appreciate that.
No problem.
Thank you.
Okay, have a good day.
You as well, babe. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, we have another for that caller. Show some love for the caller, you guys. Yes.
We have another caller, Pep.
I do. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, caller.
I'm good. Come put her up to the mic a little bit more, Nisi.
Okay, hold on. Okay, is that good? Okay.
Well, I'm here to speak on my baby daddy because they said I'm flirting on him and everything. So I'm here to speak on my baby daddy and my adopted son. I'm here to speak on them. And a lot of people getting it twisted, they're not understanding, they're not looking at everything to its entirety. if you pay attention to the person that has all the information, all this paperwork, all this information on the people that's trying to, keep Robert locked up, who ain't going out there? They going after that person, and that's done. Done. He stepped up. He might not have did it in the way that people felt like he should have done it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he could to put information out there to show the world and to prove that these women are lying. They were not kidnapped. They were not tied up. They were calling him. They were blowing his phone up. And things like that. He was trying to show evidence of the scheming and the scamming of people that was in his camp. And Don knowing lies. So DA watching it too, thanks to, the people that hate Don Russell. So they see this man with all this information. So they want to take all his gadgets, all this paperwork, and they want to look up everything that Don Russell knows. So they can get in front of it to help block Robert's help. A lot of people not understanding that. There's a lot of stuff I know, I just don't put it out there. But they wanted that information from Don. The only way they can get it is put him in an indictment so they can just take everything that belongs to Don.
Mm-hmm.
If Don was in trouble at first, when they first, what they arrested his phone. That's the first thing they arrested, his phone. He had to get another phone. They want to go into the phone, see what kind of information he has. And a lot of people not looking at things. And I'm looking at everybody. The only thing they concentrating on is Don Russell. We have Will Matt.
Yeah.
We have his uncle. We got his uncle. We got Daryl McDavid. They stick them all down. Then Daryl McDavid. Daryl McDavid did a lot of the dirty work. I don't see these people focusing on the right thing. They always focusing on Don Russell. Why?
Yeah.
Because he blocked the plan.
That is.
The day of his court. That week of his court, he blocked something that they had going on and they are upset about. Okay? It's nothing about Don Russell is doing this and Don Russell is doing that. As far as taxes, and I can tell you guys this, as much as I explain this to you guys, look how many people have stolen Robert's identity.
Thank you.
How many businesses is in Robert's name?
Thank you.
How many cars in his name? People got
Houses.
in his name.
Businesses.
Okay? And so when the taxes come up, Robert only can speak on what he knows. But when Iris get this information, it's gonna be Iris got it. We might not have the Roberts against the Kelly, but we got it. So we want to know this other business that you have, these houses and cars and bank accounts that you have with your social security number on it. And when you file your taxes, you don't have all the information. Of course they're gonna get it. Just like when I go and I give my information to people to prepare my taxes, and if I don't have all the information for them, and then IRS come back and they hit me for $5,000, I cannot blame that person that prepared my taxes because I didn't give them all the accurate information that's needed. So, I mean, come on, people, just do the homework. Why they spending so much time on Don Russell? Why? Why they spending so much time on the bloggers just putting out information to try to help out? Why? That's just a question.
I see jealousy though, TBD. I see a bunch of jealousy.
They've been in the home with Robert. They slept in the bed with Robert. They cleaned and ironed his clothes and he mentored them. They was there. Why did I speak on what you saw? I did not see Robert sleeping with no underage girl. I saw her with him, but he treated her with much respect. Why did I hear this? You have to ask yourself that question. Don Russell got a lot of paperwork, and I'm gonna tell you this: a lot of people want Don Russell to go down because Don Russell pointed out a lot of stuff to Robert that was going on in his camp that he did not know with his money.
Yes.
You know, Don, like, damn, nigga, you're supposed to be a billionaire. Where the fuck your money at, dude? So they start following the money trail. investigating these people. Robert was getting ready to do a lawsuit, and some people were going to jail for identity theft and wire fraud.
Yes.
Okay? That's
Yes.
why a lot of them pissed off at John Russell. And it is what it is. A lot of people just don't want to speak the truth because they're pissed off at somebody because they shake their ass. If you say Robert, you're going to go in from dig. You're not only going to be talking about no John Russell. You're going to be talking about everybody that's trying to get him locked up for life.
That part.
His women, his relatives, his damn ex-employees. You're going to talk about them. You're not going to spend your whole entire 2 years fighting freaking goddamn blogs. And people that supporting Robert.
That part.
Do that if you for Robert. Okay? And that's why I don't follow the bullshit. I follow truth.
That's
okay?
it.
I know a lot of shit. I don't put it out there. I can't put it out there. But believe me, I don't come out here just be talking and running my mouth and talking about shit I don't know. I'm talking truth.
That part.
And I believe this. This man here, they can say, well, oh, he's in it. He got Robert messed up. He the one got Robert messed up. Oh, the fuck he did? Robert just trouble from shit that happened decades ago. It wasn't Don that put him in holding. Don was trying to be that friend and help. They street niggas. And he was trying to help the best way he knew how. Like, damn, we tried this and that. I see paperwork where they tried to do shit legal. They did everything by the book. These bastards didn't listen to them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with you on that one. You know, for him and his mom, who's a legal doc and knows that if her stuff is expired, she still came out to do it. It didn't matter to her, you know, or according to those allegations. But I want to bounce off of what Niecy Mo, like she said, who put Mr. Kelly in the trunk? So how is it that this person puts him in a trunk, but then turns around and come out here and being accused of stealing money? It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna tell you one Papoose, and I'm gonna tell the viewers this. I've had conversations between Robert and John Russell, and Robert loves John Russell and his mother for what.
Yes, he do. Yes, he do.
Okay, John Russell, what do you have? What John do? John came to get some scraps. What Robert said he only had how much in the bank?
Stop.
So John like, what the fuck wrong, nigga? My nigga, you shit. Come on, John. What the fuck you money? Everybody giving John eat sex for free. Where's your fucking money? So when they start following the money trail, you got these damn people that know that John Russell helping mom because you know Robert have an issue with reading, writing, and math and shit. People mad. A lot of people are mad. But I don't hear nobody talking about the people that they don't have an indictment that's got immunity to talk against Robert. Because they don't want this shit to come out with this wire fraud that they see, identity theft to Robert. Okay? So people can say what they want to say. And she said she's rocking with Robert. Now she said, Dad, saying what I'm saying. Who ain't like it to kiss my black ass?
That part.
I'm rocking with him too.
That part.
Any of us. Like, we trying to lock up each other like things. We some bad things. Real, that's the truth. It doesn't make any sense. But I'm gonna get out here, y'all. Y'all lay off. They gonna lay off my baby daddy.
Have a good day, girl. Have a good day, and thanks for calling in. Have a good day.
They're gonna lay off my adopted son. But at the same time, come on, people. Use common sense.
Amen.
Use common sense. They talk more about a goddamn defense fund instead of putting out information to put out there to the potential jury to help their goddamn mentor. Come on. Messing with them supporters of Robert, because I ain't faking at all. I'm not a faker. People need to know that.
Absolutely.
I told him if I find this thing out on you, I don't care if his mama come out the grave if he did something to her, I'm putting it out there. Thanks. So y'all have a blessed one.
Yes,
Y'all be
baby.
safe. I'm gonna be walking with y'all in spirit. Don't y'all let nobody discourage y'all. Don't y'all worry about these damn things, because that's what I call them, damn things. I have to take this stuff, y'all. Okay, let me get this for paper. That's how to damn check. I have to get my check real quick. So I can come say my piece, because I'm trying to listen, y'all. But anywho, y'all keep up the fight. Y'all keep fighting for what's right. Y'all keep fighting for the truth. Don't get into this bullshit and this drama with these bullshitters. If it's about Robert, it's about, justice for black people, black men. Come on, we gotta do this right.
Yes, yes. That's
Don't
it.
let nobody disturb you. Don't let nobody take the focus away, because that's exactly what they're trying to do. And I'll be damned. My focus will not be taken away from no goddamn nobody. Okay?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Thank you, baby.
Y'all show some love for TBD, y'all. Thank you, TBD. Thank you. Y'all show some love in the chat room.
Y'all make sure y'all put some pads in your shoes and stuff. So for this show. Not for me now.
Okay, Precious.
We got you. We
Okay,
got you.
we got you. Okay. I love you. Bye-bye.
There you have it, you guys. It's TBD and her take on the situation. And I think we kind of have a similar take on it. Nisi Bo, what do you think?
Yeah.
I think so.
That's
and
it. That's all.
Since it doesn't take much and it's free.
You're
It's
not
like,
going to change my mind.
come on. Yes, will Don Russell have to go through what he's going through, but what was his cause? Why did he come out and compromise himself for it? What, just for doing it? Oh, I just want to be on social media. Oh, I just want to be in the news. Oh, I just want to get my mama in trouble. I just want to leave my son. I want to leave my responsibilities behind, my business. And who makes that type
why was he being attacked? That part right there that he never talked about. They thought they were going to catch him slipping, and they thought they were going to get him by himself. Oh, but God. Oh, but God. You better ask somebody.
Well, honey, I think we're going to wrap it up here.
I'm ready to wrap it up because I'm good now. Even though, Joe, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I know what you told me. You told me. But I think
keep it to the minimum, because then you're going to be in the Chicago Tribune, the New York Times, and the LA Times. You're going to be everywhere. You can't express. You can't talk about your opinions. You can't talk about the knowledge that you've learned on following the case and everything. You have to speak people words out here. You got to be their way. You can't be yourself out here. And it's a sad cause. Like I said, the last caller, she wants to pass judgment on, well, what you doing to walk for anyway?
I'm walking for the injustice of all of our Black men. And Don Russell happened to be one of our Black men.
Pretty much. We can group them up without breaking them all down. I think so. Thanks. But I made the choice. I made the choice. Nobody did. I support Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly from the allegations that has been placed upon him in the poor investigation, the poor status of your government on how they get to pick and choose how they want to come after a Black man without giving anybody the presumption of being not guilty before you make him in the public of the eyes of social media.
He is his brother's keeper.
So he is his brother's keeper. That's why I'm going out there. That is what I support. And everything that I can come out there to try to spread awareness from is from my heart. It's from my common sense. And if I can pass on common sense judgment to the next people on what to look for and what's distracting this, why did the government all of a sudden come about to want to charge Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. And with that being said, you guys, give the person above you a heart, give the person below you a heart. Don't forget to give yourself a heart for today. Don't forget to share a heart with your girl, ONEPAPOOSE, the host, bringing it to you with DC Mo, aka Sandra, on the panel today, giving you her thoughts, her opinions, her facts about the case. Shout out to the two callers that called in. I try to remain from saying the names because I don't want people going after them saying anything to them about that. We all know once we leave here, this whole narrative is going to be turned. So get ready for it. But you have the Walk for Chaos, March 19th, March 20th. The weather took a minor turn on us. Dress warm. We gonna be all right. And come on down there and support Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly in the walk, you guys. And that's all I got to say.
And those masks ready for those that paid in advance. We're ready to.
The hoodie's gonna be ready, you guys. Oh, and one more statement though, you guys. If you are expecting your hoodies, you're only getting what you pay for. The hoodies is closed. The people that is making those that product for these people out here will not release any material on an IOU. It must be paid in advance so that the people who is making your hoodie and mask can have them done, prepared, wrapped up. Thanks, shout out to Nisimo, who is going to have them all ready for everybody so we can be in formality out there, you guys. We got a lot of walking to do. I'm hoping to see everybody out in support of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, not ONEPAPOOSE, not Nisi Mo, not yourself. Come out for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. I'm not here for an accolade. I'm not here to be sitting on top of the world. I'm only here to walk with you guys for our beliefs, for what we feel is the truth about the matter, and to spread awareness out to the people. We have a sequestered juror that's coming up. One of them could be standing down there in the crowd. We don't know. We're not going down there aggressive. We're not going down there to fight. We're going down there with love. And when people show love, do you realize that you receive it back? The crowd would react back to you.
Yes.
Have someone that don't mind standing there listening to your story as long as you're expressing love. And that's all it takes. They don't want to be bothered. They don't want to hear it. We keep it moving. You don't get mad at someone. Say, oh, well, for you, we're not doing that. You just keep moving. But I can't wait to see each and every last one of you guys who are showing up. And once again, and who knows, that little snow will be going away. Bring your umbrellas. It may rain a little bit. Go stop at Dollar General or whatever. Get you one of them little plastic little raincoats. Don't forget to get your thing for your hair, because y'all know y'all don't like to mess up y'all hair. Me, I'm okay. I just wash and blow. I get pretty when pretty is necessary to be pretty. You feel me? And coming to a walk and be out there all day, it ain't a day to be all dazzled up. That ain't bedazzled day. You got to go have to kick in one of them ugly days out your week. It's gonna be okay. We gonna be ugly down there. It's all right. Ugly people, from what I find out, and the statistics has it. Do you know ugly people get the most shit done? It's a fact. It's a fact. Ugly people get the most shit done. They ain't worried about the hair, the nails, they ain't worried about matching their panties with the bras or nothing. They get the most shit done. They do. I am up out of here. Go have a beautiful day. I got to go take care of a situation.
Praying for you, Priscilla. We're praying for you.
My girl.
She having surgery in the morning.
I am praying for you all over you, honey. You will be just fine. In the name of who?
Jesus. In the name of Jesus.
The only one. You'll be fine. Thanks each and every last one of you guys for showing up, coming out this early in the morning, taking time out your day. I appreciate that. I would have had a few jokes today, y'all, but I'm ready to get into that call. I mumble jumbo ass bush. Get your ass. Let's go. We up out of here, y'all.
Si tú no quieres beber, relájate, no te necesito más. Te crees mucho, lo sé. Oye, que te digo, sé. Pero hay más en Instagram.
I don't know what he's saying, Nisimo, but I love this song.
No te necesito más. Te crees mucho, lo sé. Oye, que te digo, sé. Pero hay más en Instagram.
That's what's up, y'all.
Te crees de lo que eres, pero en el mundo.
Let me see that fire in the chat room, y'all. Let me see that fire in the chat room. Andrea, you can call me in about 10, give me about 10 minutes, you can call. Let me see that fire in the chat room, y'all. We about running the #1 hottest ass female show out here, and we will continue to climb.
Safe travel, safe travel.
What you say?
Safe travel, safe travel.
Safe travel, safe travels to everybody. That's what's up. Put that fire in the room, y'all. Y'all just got hit with some fire today.
Que no pude ver ya, que eran tus amigas, que nada que ver, pues tan bobo no. Y rezando a Dios, no me lo hace dos veces. Lo más triste de la realidad, solo mentira, nada verdad. Me quedaba mucho por sentir, aunque fuera necesidad. Y me quitaste la libertad, no porque no fue mi voluntad, pero se trata de vivir, o no. Después de todo lo paro y me llamas.
Send me secret sister number.
Huh?
Send me secret sister number.
Lo que fue prohibido lo aprovechan más.
Hello, Tori Lynn.